My name is Faith Natukunda. I love learning, kids, and Jesus, not in that particular order. I found out about the Tutandike course early in 2020. I remember at that time, I had just been applying for jobs, looking for a business analyst role because I had finished my SCCA qualification and I discovered this business analysis thing and I was excited to try something new, but it had been a long, frustrating search. And I was at that point where I'm like, you know what, if no one is going to let me in, I'm going to teach myself. I'm going to find a way to learn. I remember just opening myself out to discovering resources and things like that. So one day I'm scrolling casually on Instagram and I see this dope profile and I'm like, oh, what a boss chick, what a boss girl. And it's funny that that's what I call her now. The profile that I had landed on was Paula's. Because I'd been looking for this very thing, I was so pleasantly surprised to discover someone in the business doing it herself and like just doing the work. So at that point, I quickly decided I'm going to sit at this woman's feet and learn whatever she's teaching. So if you know Paula, you know that she really talks about the things that she's doing and she talks about them really, really well. So I was hooked. And shortly after that, I got to find out about the Tutandike course. And I remember I emptied my account at that time and just bought it because I was just like, it's now or never. As in, I've been looking and here is something I can go with. So I decided to take the Tutandike course because at that time I was looking for a way into this new industry that I just discovered but couldn't find a way in, and there was an avenue. So here was someone I could learn from. So I bought the Tutandike course and did everything. Now, that's when the thing about discovering what my thing was, that thing which I knew I really wanted to do, that's when it really started. And I remember when I did the Tutandike course, I was kind of different. Okay, I quickly discovered that I was kind of different from the rest of the participants. I found out that most of the people had business going on for them, or they had this great idea they wanted to start and they just needed support. And for me, I was just like, okay, I don't even want to start business. I don't want to do any of those things, but like I want to learn anyway. So I started taking the videos, trying to apply, and it quickly became clear in our check-ins that I wasn't really applying the lessons. I wasn't making the strides that others were making, and I was just like, okay, I'm not here to do business. I even tried. I remember coming up with like 4 business ideas and like Paula quickly saw through it and she's like, Faith, these things, as if they are not connected. Like, okay, they're dope, but like I don't see you doing them somehow. And I was just like, okay, not what I expected, but anyway, it became clear that my thing, that thing which I knew I wanted to do, was becoming very elusive, very unclear. But we just kept on going, we just kept on doing it. And shortly after that, I remember, because of the conversations we had been having about what is it that you really want to do, okay, it's not business, where do you really see yourself? And I told her how I'd had this whole journey of looking for a role. And she happened to discover an open position for a role where they needed someone to lead a training department to teach entrepreneurs. And this role was at Zina, the Zina organization based in Kamuli. So as soon as she found out about it, she let me know, she recommended me, I did the interviews, I got in, and at that point, you guys, it was such a breakthrough. I was just like, I am finally in, as in this thing which I've been trying to get, I'm finally in. And I felt confident. I had been equipped with the Tutandike course. I had been taught everything that I needed to know. I kind of felt like a fraud because I had been searching for an entry role into this business analyst work, this business development work. And now this role that I had acquired was a leadership position. I was going to lead an entire department, and I was going to design the learning materials. I didn't even know all that until I got there, and I was just like, okay, what am I doing? But I was so grateful. I was so grateful to just have finally gotten in, to start from that kind of position, to even think like, okay, she trusts me, let's do this thing. Now, I don't know if you know that feeling when you have like bought a new shoe and you've tried it at the store and it fits well, yeah? But then when you go home, it's like, it's a little bit tighter, like it's not, like it's loose, like it's not fitting the way it was fitting in the store, and then you just have to continue with that shoe and it's just not right. So I don't want to say that the job wasn't right. Like, I was glad to be doing it. Like, I felt so privileged to be doing it, and that people even looked at me in that way, and that I had just been prepared for the work that I was doing. But like shortly after I started, it just started to feel like, it's not the thing. Like that excitement which I had of like, I have finally gotten in, it was not there. And if you know or have done the Tutandike course, that's kind of like the main thing, that the thing that you pour yourself into, the thing that you continue to build has to be connected to who you are, and that's where the idea flows from. It has to be your thing. Now, I really wanted to say, like, at that point when I did that Tutandike course, or when I got that job, like I'd finally discovered my thing and we lived happily ever after, but like that was not the case. It's like things now just started unfolding, and I'm like, I really, really thought I wanted to do this work, but now that I'm doing it, it's not fitting quite right. And we continued having these conversations with Paula, and she's like, but what is it? What do you really want to do? Now, I managed to work there for close to 2.5 years, or a little bit longer than that. And when I finally came home, because of the nature of the role, I had now discovered something new, and I was excited. So I had gone in to do a leadership role where I was designing learning materials and a training program for entrepreneurs. And I really thought I had gone in for the business development side of it. But then because of the dual nature of the role, there was this learning thing that I had never even considered, I had never discovered. I was just like, okay, this is another way to look at things. Maybe I'm supposed to be working on learning, and maybe it's not for entrepreneurs. That's maybe why it's not ticking. So when I left with this whole thing of like, I've finally figured something out. Like, I know I like designing things, I know I like learning, and I just need to figure out what kind of things and for who. So I left with this new zeal, and I'm excited. I'm telling her, Banange, I was quickly crushed when I tried to apply for the job, and then I didn't get it. First of all, I was disappointed because I knew what I wanted. As in, if they could tell me to write my job description, I would. I knew what I wanted. I knew exactly what I wanted to do. I knew how I wanted to do it. Like, that's how clear in my mind it had become. Until I don't get the job, and then certain thoughts start coming to my head, because now I'd been exposed to other things. I'm like, wait, I thought I knew who I wanted to do this for, but even this job, because I've been disappointed, is not quite the one. And shortly after that, I reconnect with Paula, and I tell her, like, I'm confused. Like, I thought I knew, but I'm confused. So like, this journey just continued of like, what's my thing? As in, what am I supposed to be doing? Maybe if I discovered it, I would know where I'm supposed to be and be able to do it well. So the journey continues, and it happens that at that time, that's when I sign up for a leadership course where I'm required to write a book as part of the assignments. So when I reconnect with Paula, I tell her about all these things I'm doing, how I'm confused, how I thought it was going to be like this, but then this is what I'm trying. I was just like, okay. But at that time, remember, I'm still discovering. I happen to be spending a lot of time with children. a lot of time with children, and because of what I was learning at school and how they also happened to be curious about it, I had this idea to write like 3 short story books about money, just to teach them about money, like where money came from, what they should do about it. And it was just like that far off idea. Now, remember, I was doing this leadership course and I needed to write a book. So I had this whole idea in my head of, I don't know what I'm going to write. Maybe I'm going to write my grandfather's life story and like share it with the world because it's so dope. So I meet Paula and she's like, but you don't even have content for this story that you really want to write. And like, it's June, time has gone. But then when you talk about this money thing, like you have something going, like, okay, let me help you write that. And then we'll see how we go from there. So I send her the first sample of the story, the short story on money. And she's like, this is so dope. What is that other grandfather book you want to write? As in, like, leave that whole thing and let this book become the one for your assignment, because as in you can do it. So because of the requirements of the book, we had to expand it from like 3 short stories to become 12, and for it to become like a workbook and a guide to help parents or guardians to teach their children about money. So that's how now this whole journey of like, I really don't know what my thing is, but we're doing these things, as in they're happening. Maybe supposed to work with children, but I'm not sure. It's just a book, it's a course, so it kind of stays there. Now, I would say the Paula that I met before was great. As in, when I say boss chick, she was the one. She was the one, she knew her things, she whatever. Like, she was the one where you would be like, if Paula has told me to do, I'm going to do. But then the one that I met when I came back from the other job was, the only word that I can think about was she was closer or more accessible or personal. And I would, if I'm to think about how she has grown as a leader or how she has grown as a founder in her business, is how she has decided to take on a more personal role in the work that she's doing concerning other people, and deciding to not just give them solutions for their problems, but to actually walk with them and see how they are doing and know what's the problem and know, okay, this is what I think it should be and this is where I think you should be going. So she became like a parent to me. And then we started to walk this discipleship journey together. And that's how Money for Littles happened. She walked me through the entire thing. We continued talking about this elusive what's your thing up until this year. It's been many years, from 2020 to 2024, of like, but Faith, what's your thing? What, like, we would have certain conversation, and she's like, can you go and think and just you write down the things, write down the things that you think you want to do, and I would come back like, well, I really don't know, and she'd be like, I need something to help you to continue. And you see that mother thing that I'm telling you, I was like, she became a parent. It became really, really personal. Like, my wins would be her wins, and whatever decision I decided to make, she was going to be there to like just cover me through it and take me to that next level. So in between that year, that last year of asking what's your thing, I don't know, maybe we try this, maybe we do this, okay, let's work on the book, let's finish it, let's be doing this work together, Avodalon enters the picture. I don't even know where it came from, because I remember I was on a WhatsApp group where she was teaching a group of people about marketing, branding, and somewhere along the way, we were still having that same conversation of, I think it's connected to this, but I don't know what it's going to be. And then, okay, we're doing this book with the children. Okay, I know it's learning. I know I'm going to be teaching people something. I just don't know what. Maybe discovering something. And at that time, I had really decided to reconnect to God, like just really work on my relationship with Him and decide to let Him guide me, to let Him show me the way. So my faith was being rebuilt, and I started to learn about things, different things that I could be doing with my life, that I could be engaged in, and somewhere along the way, through all of those things coming into the picture, the conversations, the book, getting back into church, the learning, Avoid Alone enters the picture. So we're doing this challenge of branding and marketing. She's like, okay, at least come up with a name, something creative. I remember first sending my first names, and she's like, Faith, like, what is this? I still don't connect. I still don't see how it's connected to who you are. But I continue to pray about it, to think about it, and after discovering that I know it's going to be about learning, I know it's going to be connected to my relationship with God and the mission that He has set out for me, that's where Avoid Alone came from. That's where it became the idea. Now, because of the work that we were doing together and the opportunities that she kept giving to me, the kids thing started coming up a lot, like the children, the work that I want to do with them, it started coming up a lot, and then it became the focus, So now we had discovered you're going to teach or design learning materials, and you're going to do it for children because it's the people that you feel most connected to, and that's where the book even came from. So it became that thing where now I had a goal, I now had direction, I now had like a clear path ahead of me, and all I needed to do was discover, what do the children need, what do I know how to do, and how do I make it click, and how can I align my faith to just create a unique resource for them. This is Money for Littles, written by me, presented by Avoid Alone, and it has 12 short stories to help you teach children about money from a biblical perspective. So it's been a journey of discovery for me, and having someone to walk by my side the entire time, even through the frustrations and the disappointments and the trying and failing, has been a blessing. And I think everyone else needs that. So this long, winding story, I've told you about my experiences, my discovery, my ups and downs, my confusion, has been to just share that there is hope. That if you trust God, He will lead you. And if you continue with one step after the other, you will find it. And that He has also put people along your path to support you. For me, it was Teesa, and I have all these years worked with them in their projects. Paula keeps saying I'm her right-hand person, and that if I wasn't with her, we don't know where Teesa would be. But like, when I think about it, I'm like, really, I don't see it. I really don't see it. But I know her. I know her heart. I know how she does her work. And I wouldn't recommend anyone else to walk alongside you in this journey of discovery. And at the end of it all, there is hope. That long, winding story ends in some place beautiful. I am in a few days going to start a new role, working with 2 beautiful children and just helping them learn in a whole different way across oceans. And I know for me it's just a step to figuring out even the bigger picture that I have not yet seen, but somehow I've found my way there. So if you are looking for someone to walk alongside you in this journey of discovery, you're hearing from the right person, because I know someone. And second, just keep discovering. Keep trying out things, follow that thing, and lastly, trust God. He will order your steps. Thank you for listening to me. Bye.